Hey guys, Alexandra here, and today we are going to be unboxing and trying on my Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. Now, this is my fourth box that I've ever received from them. Some of the boxes have been alright, some of them have not been so alright. I haven't had a box yet that's just been hit completely out of the park. Hopefully today is that day. We'll just have to see. So if you are ready and this sounds good, let's go ahead and get on into it. So I'm sure my face looks a little pale right now and a little shiny, and the reason being is because I went ahead and applied my Yensa primer. That way it'll give it time to soak in while we are unboxing our Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. Now I will let you guys know I am now in no way, shape, or form affiliated with Ipsy or Ipsy Glam Bag Plus. However, if you would like to sign up for it, I do have a refer a friend link down below. I do pay for my boxes. I don't know if you guys get anything if you use that link, but I'm just throwing it out there if you want to use it. All right, so if you've never received it before, this is what she looks like when you open her up, and let's begin. All right, so of course, oh wow, the card's a little different this month. So normally it's like a big fold out card, but it is not this time. It's just like a little one piece thing, which I think that's kind of nice. It definitely saves on paper and all of that. So we will set that right there. I do like on these little cards, they put like tips, you know, like for applying the products, so that's kind of nice. All right, so the first thing I am seeing here is the Bye Bye Foundation Full Coverage Moisturizer SPF Broad Spectrum Physical Sunscreen, clinically tested, hydrating, and anti-aging. And I'll show you guys, I'm sorry. It's super bright, and this box is very, very reflective. So anyways, you guys, am so interested in this because I don't think I've ever received a foundation in a box before. So they sent me the color Light, and you guys, it's so bright you guys can't even see it. This box is so reflective, you guys. I'm so sorry. So wow, this is very interesting. I wonder if this is gonna match. Okay, so it looks a little darker than what shows on the box. So this might be like my winter color. Okay, so ooh, and I just dropped the cap. It's got a pump, so that's good. Okay, hey, this might match. Oh, maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. Oh wow. That's the one thing about IT products. They make such good products, but I'm just the smell of like the cream and like foundation products and stuff. Okay, so that might match. We could probably make this work. It's a little light for me right now because I am in my summer color, but I think this would definitely be a match for me in the wintertime. So we'll go ahead and give it a try. The next product I am seeing in here, oh, by the way, this, I'm sorry you guys, this retailed for $39.50. So the next thing we have is the Farrah brush set Beautiful BU. Show you guys that right there. It looks like they're a bunch of eye brushes mainly. I've never actually used anything from Farrah brushes, but I've always wanted to. It says this values for $50, and it's a 5-piece set, 100% vegan and cruelty free, and they're eye brushes, synthetic, shading, blending, cut creases, all that. So we will definitely give these a try today. All right, the next item we have in here is from Purlisse. It is the Blue Lotus Daily Moisturizer with SPF 30. So we got lots of SPF products here. So this has SPF 30 in it. Check this out here. Show you guys what the tube looks like. So obviously, because I do already have my primer on, I'm not going to be trying this on, but it protects, it's a moisturizer, it absorbs easily, it doesn't leave a white tint, and it does prep your skin for makeup, so you could possibly use this as a primer. I don't know why I don't know why. I didn't think I was getting something like this. I'm gonna have to like recheck my spoilers, because this is like the first month that I've actually ever looked at my spoilers, and I thought I had everything covered, but apparently not. So somehow I forgot I was getting that. So this Purlisse does retail for $45. I don't know why I keep forgetting to tell you guys prices, but I'm sorry. All right, the next item in here we have is from Suva Beauty. Is the Liquid Chrome Illuminating Drops right here. And again, all these boxes are so, I mean, literally, like this has got gold reflective. You guys see that? I mean, like, I'm sorry, it's not me, you guys, I promise. All right, so let's open this up. So this is the Liquid Chrome Illuminating Drops in Trust Fund. These retail for $26. This bottle is really, really pretty. So, oh, there was a little sticker on there. Oh, wow. Ooh, so let's see. Put like just a little drop. I'm not a big fan of liquid highlighters. However, there have been a few that I do like and enjoy. They're few and far between, so we will try this one out. As you can see there, it is definitely very, very pretty, very golden. I do like golden highlighters in the winter time. You guys can see that right there. Like, it's pretty much the same color as my skin tone, but you guys can see the little reflective. All right, okay. Moving on to our last product. It is the Tarte Dream Big High Performance Naturals Amazonian Clay Palette. Now, I will tell you all, I actually own a lot. If you've been on my channel, you know, I own a lot of Tarte palettes. So, yeah. So, see there? Show you guys that right there. That's what the palette looks like. So I actually own a majority of these colors, so I will put this palette in a giveaway. I will pull out one of my other palettes. I will literally compare colors and make a look for you guys. So if you want to use your palette to make the same look that I create, you can do so, and then I don't have to waste and get into this palette, because honestly their formula is exactly the same, especially these Amazonian clay eyeshadows right here. So that way we're not wasting anything, you know what I'm saying? And somebody will get something amazing in a giveaway. You guys know I love giving back to you. All right, so let me grab my sponges, find the cap. Oh yeah, the palette is $30. Why am I forgetting this today, you guys? I don't know. This is messing with me. All right, let me find the cap to this, grab my sponge, and we will get on to trying these products out. Oh my gosh, you guys, look at these brush handles. These are just beautiful. I'm sorry, but I was like unboxing everything, getting everything ready for our try on, and I'm like, oh my God, these are just gorgeous. Like gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. All right, okay, enough. I just had to tell you guys. All right, so I got everything found. So let's go ahead and try out this foundation. I'm just going to pump one pump on the back of my hand here, and then I'm going to pounce it out with my AOA, my little $1 Beauty on a Budget sponge, because I just love that thing. But I am first going to apply it with my finger. I always do my foundation this way. I don't know why, but it just, for me, myself, applies better and stays better. And as I told you guys earlier, I did prime with the Yensa primer, and of course, I will link everything that I use that it was not in this box down below in the description box, so you guys can know if you want to know. All right, so, and I always leave just a little bit left so that way I can go back in if I need to, and then I just pounce it out, make it all nice and smooth and even. So that looks pretty good. Again, it's a little light for me for right now because I am in my summer color, but the coverage is pretty well. It's pretty good. It's not sinking in. It is a little thick, and like I don't know, like it's a little almost greasy feeling. Does that make sense? And it's probably because of the actual SPF in there. That's probably why it feels that way. So I don't know if oily people are necessarily gonna like this, but I mean, you can always obviously put a powder on, and that's obviously what I'm gonna be doing today, but just to let you guys know, so that way you can't say that I didn't tell you, it does feel a little greasy, you know what I'm saying? So that powder definitely gave me a little bit of color back that I needed. So I did use the Flower Light Illusion Perfecting Powder. If you have not tried this powder yet, you guys, amazing. I actually did a video on it. I will link that right above because it does currently have a giveaway going on in it. But this powder is a Charlotte Tilbury dupe, no joke. Check it out when you get a chance. So let's go ahead and try out our next product, which is the Suva Beauty Liquid Chrome Illuminating Drops. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little scared of this, but we're just gonna go for it. All right, so, okay. All right, I'm just gonna put a couple. Ooh, that may be too much. That may be too much. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we're just gonna take our beauty sponge here and dab that out. Yeah, I think I just definitely used too much. I'm not gonna lie, you guys. I don't really like how that's setting on my foundation. Normally with liquid highlighters, I bounce it out with my beauty sponge, but I wouldn't recommend using a beauty sponge at all. Not at all. Like, I would definitely just use your finger, because it seems like my finger, like, kind of warming it up a little bit is helping it a little better, but I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan. I mean, it is very, does have a great highlight to it. Here, hang on, let me see if I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but it's just like really like sitting on top. It's not like melting in, you know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I'm just gonna use a very, very tiny bit on this side and kind of try, yeah, definitely use your finger. Do not use a beauty sponge at all. But I still don't like the way it's sitting. I mean, it's a little bit better using your finger, but not a fan. Maybe this could be something that like you mix in with foundation, like give you that kind of beach glow kind of thing, or maybe, I don't know, put it like on your décolleté or something like that. But as far as on my cheekbone, I mean, it looks good. It's a pretty highlight. I just, if you really get up close and look like how it looks on my skin, like it's just sitting right on top, and it's really showing like my pores right there. Well, I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm not a fan, you guys. Not a fan at all. Okay, you guys, so now we are gonna kill two birds with one stone, and we are gonna try out these fair brushes and do a look with the Dream Big palette. Now, as I told you guys, I already own a lot of the colors that are in that palette in a previous palette that I received from Tarte, and the Amazonian Clay eyeshadows are exactly the same in all the Tarte palettes. So I do have the palette laying out here just so I can compare and pick out which colors look the same, and I will tell you which color I'm using in the Dream Big palette, but it will actually be dug from this palette, so I can give the Dream Big to you guys for a giveaway. All right, so the first thing we are gonna do is use the Air Ulti Air Eye Primer. I received this in the box, and I have honestly absolutely been loving this, you guys. If you are receiving the box this month, shh, you did not hear this from me, but you very well may be receiving this in your box, because they said they got such a big response in people wanting to try it that they included it in a lot of the August variations. So you may get lucky and be able to try it out for yourself. All right, so the first thing we are gonna do is we're gonna use this big fluffy Farrah brush here, and we are going to get into, it is the color Ambitious in the Dream Big palette, and as you guys can see, it's this color right here. It's exactly the same. I mean, verbatim, exactly the same. So we're just gonna apply that on our crease. It's pretty much the same color as my skin tone, so, you know, I'm not obviously looking for pigment. We know Tarte palettes they're pretty good. They're not my all-time favorite, but they're not a bad eyeshadow palette. I just don't need 100 of the same color. You know what I'm saying? All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna use this little pencil brush right here, and we're gonna dig into, on this one, it's called Go For It. So it's a very chocolatey brown color, and it matches this color right here. Again, verbatim. So we're just gonna put that on our pencil brush and just kind of go right along our eyelash line here. And then we are going to use another brush and just kind of smudge it up, as I've showed you guys in another video. This is a great way to get like kind of like a really easy smoky eye look. It's very, very easy to do. So I don't think I have a smudging brush in these fair brushes, so I'll have to use my smudging brush here, and this is a Morphe M508 smudger brush, and you just smudge up until you get it how you want it. Okay, so after you get it smudged up to your liking, I did have to dip back into it a couple of times to kind of get it as dark as I wanted it at the bottom, and then, you know, again, smudge it back up. It's just a process, you guys, you know. All right, so the next thing we are gonna use is we are gonna use the color You Can, which is a very, let's see here, very golden color right here. And we're gonna use this big fat fair brush, and we're just gonna pack that on all over, not all the way down to our lash line, but basically from about the top of where we started smudging on up, and then kind of blend that in. I will say this brush right here fits really good in this crease. I mean, it just fits right in there. So I do really, really like this brush so far. And then we're gonna go back in with this big fluffy fair brush here and just kind of blend it all together. All right, you guys, so let's talk final review of these products. The first one was the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation Full Coverage Moisturizer with SPF 50. Now, I will say I actually really enjoyed this. I didn't think I was going to at first. It was a little bit lighter than my current skin color and tone, but that's okay. It's gonna match me fine in the winter time, but it didn't fill into, or I should say sink into, all of my fine lines, wrinkles, that kind of thing. It just smoothed everything over. It was a little bit oily, but I'm just attributing that to it having the SPF in there. Most foundations that have SPF in there are a little bit oily in some form or fashion. So overall, this was not bad. Of course, the powder dealt with the oil thing. So I am looking forward to definitely testing this out some more, especially this winter, because it's gonna match me perfectly this winter. So the next product, we didn't get a chance to try out. This is the Purlisse Blue Lotus Daily Moisturizer with SPF 30 sunscreen. I don't know why, but for some odd reason, I guess I somehow didn't see this when I was looking at my spoilers in my box. But I mean, truthfully, you have to try something like this out for weeks and even months at a time to see if it really works. So I really couldn't give it a fair review, even if I did try it on today. So we're just gonna set that to the side. The next product is the Suva Beauty Liquid Chrome Illuminating Drops. Now, I'm just gonna be honest, you guys. I mean, it definitely does give you a very pretty highlight. I do like that, but I did not like how it actually sit on my foundation, on my skin, on my powder. I just really didn't like that. And maybe that's my fault, because I should have maybe put this on before I put my powder on. But I've had other highlighting drops that I put over top of my powder and didn't have that issue with. So I don't know. I'll try it again without having a powder on top. I'll try it just over top the foundation and see how that works, and we'll take it from there. I'll let you guys know what I think. But for right now, it's not my favorite highlighting drop by any means. It is very, very pretty though. I will say very, very pretty. All right, the next thing is the Farrah brushes. So I tried out, let's see, 1, 2, 3 of these brushes, and I will say they're not my favorite brushes, but they're not my least favorite. Like, they're not the worst brushes in the world by any means. Like, they weren't bad. This one, these two right here, I really liked. The pencil brush I even really liked. I mean, for what they did, you know what I'm saying? So they weren't bad brushes. They weren't, again, my favorite, but they weren't my least favorite. You know, they weren't like mind-blowing by any means. They weren't, you know, no Sigma brushes, but they weren't no cheap, crappy brushes either. I don't know if I agree with the price tag on these brushes, but all in all, they were alright brushes. Last but not least, we have the Tarte High Performance Naturals Dream Big palette. Now, as you guys know, I actually tried a comparative palette, Tarte palette, on instead of this one, so I could put this one in a giveaway for you guys because I am not good with wasting products. Look, it's a Tarte palette. It's a Amazonian clay palette. We all know how it applies. All right, it's not new news. Their stuff is not, like, again, mind-blowing or amazing. It's not the worst product in the world by any means. They do not fill into fine lines and wrinkles and all of that. I know I have seen some people complain about that. I myself haven't had that issue with the ones that I have used, but again, this is my opinion. Everybody has their own thing. I don't know if everybody is gonna like this. It's not, again, the most pigmented. It's not the most blendable. It's not, you know, it's just a Tarte palette, you guys. You guys know. So that's all I have for you guys today. Overall, I think with this box, when I saw the spoilers for it, I was really excited, but then actually having the products now sitting in front of me and having tried them on, I'm like, it wasn't the worst box, but it wasn't the best box, if that makes sense. So I'm gonna leave it at that. I do have 2 giveaways currently going on, so I will link them right here for you guys if you want to check them out and enter them. I know a couple of them are both getting ready to close here very, very soon. I do have some other amazing videos planned. We've got the box coming this week. I am so excited about that, so definitely stay tuned. I love you guys so, so very much. Thank you for supporting me and my channel, and I will see you later. Bye.